Hey, what's up? It's Zach here. You might know me by Zacattack or Zacattack the One, but just Zach is alright. I'm about to record a video. It's kind of raining outside, but we gonna get it done. Alright. Also, another thing, right? If the video happens to stop, oh, I might have slammed the door a little bit. If the video happens to stop at any point for any reason, just know it's because I'm running out of space on my phone, so the video might stop at a point or something like that. Let me see if I can get something to like put behind the phone so that it can stay up. But anyway, what's up, guys? Hope y'all are doing great. It's been a while. Definitely it has. Let me turn on. Bro, I don't even know how do other YouTubers do this, bro. Anyway, let me turn this on. Is that even helping? I mean, maybe. Maybe that helps. This is going to get a little bit dark soon. Okay. I think that's good enough. It is slowly moving. So, y'all saw the title of this video. For those perceptive among you, y'all might realize it spells out something, but for the less perceptive or less inclined of us, I'll say what it is at the end, you know, so don't worry about that. This video is not going to be scripted because I've realized with myself that when I script the video, I talk robotically and it doesn't like come out the way I want it to come out or to sound. No, don't take that out of context, but like basically that's oop, might have clicked something. Anyway, that's basically my reasoning. Let me see, I cannot I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't turn this out of the way. Anyway, so yeah, so non-scripted, and I'm gonna just say exactly as it comes to this beautiful head of mine. All right, so this is maybe going to be a bit of a vent, so if you're not cool with that, you know, I would suggest staying, because maybe, you know, might learn something from it, you know. But I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, you know, one of which being this channel. You know, I've been thinking about this channel. I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm basically on the ghost trials at this point. But actually, let me take off my glasses, or you know, I'm gonna put them on. It makes me look the way I usually look without or with my glasses, you know, that type. But it's been a while, and so I've been thinking about a lot of stuff. Mainly what's been taking my time, I would say, is me. And this video is maybe going to go a little bit into about that, you know. So life, a lot of us, we spend a lot of our life, or a good amount of our time on this earth, right, looking for or trying to find what we will be doing for the rest of our life, or for a huge chunk of our life, right? And that's if you maybe don't have this word, which is the first word on the title of this video, guidance. That's if we don't have guidance. Now let me go into that. So guidance, as we I hope most of us know, maybe let's just say maybe you don't know what guidance means. Guidance is like that direction, or external an external push towards something. So I can guide you as to how to build a car, right? Or I can guide you as to how to troubleshoot a computer issue, right? I'm the external party giving you a push as to how to do something, or towards something, right? Towards the goal is to have a car built, or to have your computer fixed, right? That's the goal, and I'm pushing you towards that, right? And so that's pretty much what guidance is. And some of us, we don't maybe get guidance in what we should be focusing our life on. Some of us, maybe for whichever reason, our parents don't maybe care. I'm blessed to have parents who care and will, of course, let me know what I should probably be doing, but some of us don't have that, and so we have to kind of forge our own path, you know. But for those of us who do have guidance, maybe from parents or from your guardian or someone you admire, because you can have guidance even without someone telling you, you know. You can have guidance from like maybe a role model, like maybe you saw, like one guy that comes into my mind when I think of like admirable people. Let me see if I can get this glare a little less. Okay, when I think about like admirable people or people you'd have as role models is Michael Jackson, right? Because he did a lot of great things with his platform, right? And he was very talented, very good at what he did. You know, you can decide that you don't like maybe his music or something, or his music style, or even maybe the way that he romanticized his videos, his music videos sometimes, right? You can decide you don't like that, right? But you cannot deny that he was definitely good at what he did, right? And so you can have that as a role model, and that would be a guidance, right? Even though he's not, unfortunately, he's not alive here to, or he doesn't know any of you to tell you like what you should do, right? But it's still guidance of some sort, right? So we get guidance from many different avenues, right? Some of us, it's even maybe God-given, right? God-given guidance, where maybe you have something in your heart that you somehow, you know, was placed in your heart that way, you know. As children, we sometimes we think about like maybe we, as children, you say like you want to be whatever it is that comes to your mind. Maybe you see an astronaut on the television, you see a rocket go into space, and you're like, I want to be an astronaut. Or you see a cop catch a bad guy, right? There's even a cop cruiser in my mirror right here, but you see maybe a cop catch a bad guy, right? And maybe as a child, you just somehow, it just speaks to your heart, right? It speaks to your mind, your heart, and you say it as a child that you want to be a cop, right? But as we age, you know, not that those dreams are not attainable, right? But you get to grow more into yourself, right? And you get to be able to tweak what you want to do, right? You get to be able to, hold on, let me see. Okay, you get to be able to like tweak what it is that you'll be doing. Hold up, let me see something. Let me try this. Okay, hold on. Is that maybe a little better? I don't know. Okay, you get to tweak what it is you want to do, right? Because not that you don't, of course, still there's some of us who maybe as a child we said we wanted to be an astronaut, and as we grow we realize it truly is what we want to do, right? But others of us, as we grow, we get to like experience things, kind of calibrate what it is that we want to do, right? And in getting that ambition or that direction as to what you want to be and what you want to do, you have, you know, some goals and some things that you want to be able to hit in order to get there, right? Like you don't drive a car with any gas, or you don't drive a car with no gas, you know what I'm saying? You kind of need to set the steps, you know. If you're going on a road trip, you fill the car with gas, you get maybe some snacks, you make sure you have your directions, you make sure you know when you'll be taking stops, all those things, right? And with that guidance, sometimes you get a little bit stuck, and that's where I would segue into where we have overthinking, right? So overthinking is like when there's something on your mind that you think about all different scenarios regarding it, right? Whether it be maybe relationship stuff, or it be school or work, or maybe just something as simple as what you'll eat that morning, right? Like sometimes some things they peak, because I believe that we all have a little bit of an overthinker in us, right? Just towards different things. You see, like some people, they'll overthink about maybe what type of car they buy, right? They'll think about everything from mileage to how it sounds to how comfy the seats are. They'll overthink about a lot of those things, right? And others of us, we just happy if it has 4 wheels, a steering wheel, or 5 wheels and can drive, you know. So some of us, we are inclined to overthink about certain things over others, right? That's what I believe, right? And so as you overthink, sometimes it gets to the point where maybe you're stuck, right? Like say you want to, I don't know, you say you want to like okay, here's an analogy, right? Say you maybe want to start a YouTube channel, right? And you overthink because you know you've seen others have YouTube channels, right? And so you have like stuff that you want to do, right, in your YouTube channel, right? But we're not all the same, right? So ooh, hold up, let me see if I can turn this light back on. Hold up. Okay, give me a second. I don't want to start the car because I don't want to waste gas. I'll only have it on for like 5 minutes. Okay, that should be good. Let me turn this back on. Turn this back on. Guys, I'm having to re-record a part. Yo, let me actually just test if this gets the audio real quick. So, I'm re-recording an entire part that was like 15 minutes because the audio didn't work, but we live and we learn and we move forward. So, right, so you have some parts, some goals that you want to hit with your YouTube channel, but we're not all the same. So what you may have as a goal for yourself because you saw someone else, right, which is guidance, may not actually be the goal for you, right? And so because maybe for some reason, I don't know, maybe you can't buy a mic, you can't buy a dedicated mic, or you can't buy a dedicated camera, right? Or maybe you don't even have a laptop, right? Because of that, you won't start the YouTube channel. And because you won't start the YouTube channel, the benefits you would have gotten had you started it, right? Regardless of all that, had you started it, you will not get those benefits, whether it maybe be connections or maybe even money or sponsorships or even a platform to speak about what you want to speak about, right? Ooh. So I gotta do this again? Yo. Okay, give me a second, bro. I'm not even about this right now. Yo. Alright. Since my trust has been destroyed as I've been recording this video, I'm testing right now to see if the audio is working. So let's see. Testing. Alright, we got the go ahead. The audio is working. Let me turn off the air conditioner, right? Okay. So, what was I saying? Right? Okay, so you will not start the YouTube channel, right? And that's where my final, chapter comes in. Determination, right? So since I've been defining all the others, right? Determination is when, despite all the circumstances, right, you continue to push onward, right? Even if there's maybe a sliver of hope, right? Like just smallest opportunity, you'll push forward and go through it, right? And so that's where determination comes in, because I've been struggling with overthinking a lot. I don't know, if you know me, you might be privy to understanding that or recognizing that about me, but as I've been, overthinking about a lot of different things, right? I've had to, or I'm trying to adopt this mindset, right? This mindset might not work for you, or it might not be good for you. You don't have to take it. I'm not saying you have to, right? This is just a mindset that I've kind of come up with as just something to try and help me move forward, right? In whatever it is that I may be doing, right? Because I've recognized with myself that at times there'll be something I have to do, right? But because the way I want to do it is not available, right? I'm so scared to make a wrong move or do the wrong thing that I don't move at all. And that's not what we need, right? So here's the mentality that I've kind of conjured up in my mind about this, right? So the mentality is every forward step, right? It may not be the forward step for you, but every forward step is a step in the right direction, right? So the analogy I used the first time I recorded this, which was like 10 minutes ago because I had to delete a lot of stuff, but whatever, let's not waste time, right? So here's the analogy I came up with. So say you are you want to be an architect, right? And maybe you need an architecture internship or an architect internship, you know, maybe with a company that builds houses, right? Understudying some architect that you know. And maybe you have been applying, but they don't have open positions, or for whatever reason, the universe, whatever it is, it's not working out for you, right? If you let overthinking, right? Actually, let me break this down. So the guidance is your father is an architect and he wants you to like follow in his footsteps, right? So that's the guidance, or that's the G, right? That's the G. And then because of the guidance and what you have in your mind as things that you must do because you're being guided, you have overthinking, the O, right? So you overthink about what you'll have to do, and because you think you know what you have to do because of guidance, and that option or that opportunity is not available, you may not move, right? And so in order for you to move, regardless of the options not being, or the cards not being exactly what you want, you have determination, which is, let's say, D, right? Am I doing this right? Let's do this. D, right? So that is like, maybe there's no architect internships, right? And so instead of waiting for maybe like a miracle or something to happen, because miracles happen, right? Miracles happen, but you can't exactly plan on a miracle. That's one of the things. You can't plan on a miracle, right? It just happens, and so you can't plan on it. And stuff you can't plan on is stuff you can't predict, and stuff you can't predict means the outcome is totally up in the air, right? And so instead you go to a construction agency, right? And you intern there, right? And because you interned there, maybe you get some knowledge that you wouldn't have gotten had you been an architect intern, right? You get some experience, you get some connections, right? That step you took moved you forward, right? So that when maybe an opportunity for an architect internship opens up, you are more qualified than everyone else who is going for that position, right? Because you have experience that none of them will have, or it's unlikely that any of them will have. So it puts you ahead. Although technically, from where you're standing, it looks like you are in the wrong place, right? But because of you taking a step, and there were definitely people who applied to the architect intern and didn't get it, and they didn't go anywhere else, right? They didn't move forward. So because you took that step, you'll be further ahead than they would be, right? And a better way to visualize it is like, say there's 12 paths, right? All going straight. 12 paths, right? And maybe you want to take the second from the left path. You want to take the second path from the left, right? But say it's blocked, right? This is just an obstacle. Like, say maybe there's a big rock in the way, right? If you let that big rock stay there, because there's some obstacles you can't move. There's obstacles you can move, which aren't really obstacles, they're just impediments. And then there's obstacles like truly you cannot move them, right? If you let that stay there, you won't take another step because you are stuck. That's the overthinking, keeping you on the second path, right? But if you allow determination, right, to move you forward, you'll take the first from the left path, the leftmost path, right? You'll take that path because that path is clear, you know? Maybe you take that path, and if you stay on that path, or maybe stay close to that path, it'll allow that you've moved forward. So when an opportunity opens up, you can hop, when maybe there's no obstacle in the way, you can hop right onto the second path, right? So you can keep going forward. So it's never that the opportunity wasn't there and you didn't move forward. Rather, the opportunity wasn't there, so you took another avenue and kept moving forward. And so when the chance arose, you hopped onto the path you wanted to be on from the beginning, right? A final analogy that I'll bring about this is, say you want to start a business, right? And maybe the business, you want to start a business age 20, like Mark Zuckerberg and some other prodigies or great minds, right, that I've done. And you don't have the resources to start that business now, right? Better, instead of being stuck there, right, you can take that determination, that focus that you have, right, and move it to somewhere close to what you want to be in the future. So maybe you can't start the business now, but maybe you go and work at a place, a small business, right? And maybe let's say you're a cashier, right, or a clerk, right? As you work there, you'll gain experience you wouldn't have gotten had you just had the ability to start the business then and there, right? And because of that experience, when you start your own business, you'll have that experience plus the fact that you have the money coming, right? There's a Bible verse, I don't remember the Bible verse exactly, but it says money answereth all things, right? This isn't to say that you chase money like it's your ride or die, like that's all. No, right? It's to say that money avails opportunities, right? Money allows you to do what you want to do. If you want to maybe travel, money allows that. You want to open a business, money allows that, right? You want to maybe gift one of your friends or your significant other something, money allows that, right? So by working in that business that isn't yours, right, just a side hustle, right, you allow that to finance your main goals, right? And so that's basically the determination that I'm talking about. Regardless of how it looks, you're determined. And this all says, okay, like I started in the beginning, G-O-D, right? God. Now, I'm not saying that this video is only going to work for believers or anything like that. I don't care about none of that, right? But God, or at least having God in your life, he gives you guidance, right? Because you can have something that maybe someone tells you to do, and then there's also God's guidance. God's guidance is the best, right? You have God's guidance, and because of God, you don't overthink, because God does all the thinking for you. Okay, God does the thinking for you. God does the thinking for you, and because you have God on your side, in your ring, in your corner of the ring, right, on your team, your coach, you are determined to move forward because you have him backing you up. He has you regardless, right? And so all this to round up and say that, get God in your life. It's sometimes in life you think that you can do it all on your own or whatever, and that no one can stop you. You're like train moving forward, right? But there's definitely stuff on this earth, right, that are here with us that we can't deal with. We don't see them coming, we don't know how to handle them, or just basically it's inevitable, right? But God allows you to kind of take those big things and scale it down, right, so that you can handle them with him, right? With him, you can handle them with him. So that's basically all I wanted to vent about. There's a bit more in the actual recording, but space ran out and the audio didn't work, and I don't even know what was happening, but hope this audio is working. If it's not, oh my gosh. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's basically it. I hope to upload like more videos, maybe talking about more in-depth things and about the channel. If you subscribed for like maybe playing crazy tutorials or games, or you maybe even subscribed for totally accurate battle simulator stuff, right? Not to say I'm not going to do those things anymore, right? Before I said I wasn't going to do them, but I've realized that as I've been with my channel, I've kind of realized that some stuff, I want to be able to put everything that I want on there, right? Stuff to help you improve yourself mentally, or stuff to make you laugh, or stuff to give you ideas or inspiration, all types of things, right? So stick around, please, for that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
You are watching a master.
Thank you.